Thank you for purchasing the Voltaic from Wow Cycles. Today, we're going to teach you how to assemble it. First, let's remove the straps from the outside of the box, and then open the box to see what's inside. To remove the bike from the box, tilt the box towards you at a 45-degree angle, grabbing onto the bike inside and pulling it out. You can push the box to the side and set the bike down on the ground. Next, let's remove all the packaging. This is also a good time to put up that middle kickstand. You can save the packaging in the box and recycle those according to local rules and regulations. Now that we've taken care of all the packaging material, let's go ahead and see what comes included with the Voltaic. A front fender, headlight, folding pedals, one labeled for the left side and one labeled for the right side, the charger, and a bag with assembly tools and accessories. First, let's install the handlebars. Start by using the included Allen keys to remove the top plate from the stem. Once all 4 bolts have been removed, insert the handlebars and retighten the 4 bolts. Next, we'll install the front wheel. As we mentioned earlier, it is going to be a lot easier if you have that middle kickstand up, so if you haven't done so yet, please go ahead and do that now, and let's roll the front tire up into the dropouts. When inserting the wheel, make sure to line up the calipers and the disc rotors. Once everything's lined up and the dropouts are sitting on top of the axle, go ahead and start by hand tightening the axle bolts, then finishing them off with a wrench. In order to install the rear rack, we are going to have to remove the light that comes installed on the back of your bike. Once that's been removed, go ahead and remove the 4 bolts that are pre-installed into the frame. Then we can insert the rear rack and attach the rear rack using the included bolts. Next, we'll remove the taillight attachment from the back of the bike. Next, we'll install the taillight and the mounting point on the rear rack. In order to attach the taillight, we're going to have to extend the cabling, and we can start that by cutting the zip tie at the highest tie-off point. Once that zip tie has been cut, you can pull the rest of the necessary cabling from inside the frame. Once you have enough cabling to reach the back, simply plug the male and female ends together, and remember with this connection port there is no twisting. That way we can avoid damaging some of the small parts that are inside. With the light attached, you can now use the included zip ties to attach the cabling to the rear rack. Next, we'll install the front fender and headlight. Let's start by removing the pre-installed bolt. Then, we can slide the front fender up into its spot. Next, we'll attach the light and tighten both of those using the included tools. Once everything is secure, we will then connect the male and female ends for the front light. With this connection port, simply line up the arrows and press them straight together. No twisting here to avoid any damage to some of the small parts inside. Next, we'll install the pedals. Remember that both of the pedals are labeled, one for the left side, one for the right side, and both pedals will tighten when turned towards the front wheel. You can start by hand tightening them and then finishing them off with a 15mm wrench. Repeat the same steps for the other side. Next, we'll install the rear basket. Start by placing the basket on top of the rear rack, lining up the 4 attachment points. Once those attachment points are lined up, insert 4 bolts, tightening them up to secure the rear basket to the rear rack. Now that we've got this thing assembled, let's go over some quick tips. Next, let's talk about charging. To charge the battery, open the charging port and insert the charging cable into the slot. Once the charger has been connected to the bike, connect the charger to the wall. The charger displays 2 lights. Green light means that the battery is fully charged, and red light means that the battery is charging. Once that battery has finished charging, it will go back to green, letting you know your battery is fully charged and ready to ride. To turn the bike on, press and hold the power button located on the keypad on the left side of the handlebars. Pressing the plus button will raise your levels of pedal assist, and pressing the minus button will lower your levels of pedal assist. You can press the menu button at any time to cycle through the different information that's available. The Voltaic also comes equipped with turn signals. Pressing the lever to the left will activate the left turn signal, and pressing the lever to the right will activate the right turn signal. The brakes are also integrated into the brake light, so when you pull the brakes on the handlebars, the brake light will light up, letting people know you're coming to a stop. To turn on the headlights, press and hold the plus button. To turn off the headlights, press and hold the plus button again. To activate walk mode, press and hold the minus button on the keypad. Walk mode tells the motor to give you a little bit of power, and that will walk you along at a nice, easy pace. And the last and final tip that we will give you on this assembly video, and it might be the most important one, is to have fun out there.